First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
Right, 40!
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
6 guy! Check 6 guy! Banjo, banjo, banjo. Hey, check.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Alert flare, flare. 12.
Luck now to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Buying time to his left. Catch made by Slayton. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. It's how I feel.
Get it. Operating from the gun. Jones escaping the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down. And he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. With touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Giants 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Luck, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
On the carry, it's Lynch.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 24, Luck. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's crashing.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
11B.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Luck. And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Agba racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the...
He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. Well, how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
Throwing on first down, Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Check 99. Check 99.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Check 52.
Topper! Hey, seam 6.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Jones now on 3rd down.
You ain't going
And he
nowhere.
will take it on in for a Giant
Every
touchdown.
time, fellas. I'm going to school.
Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Luck. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
65.
Get it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Jones now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set, ready? 30 base. Hey. High 7.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down. Out is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right? I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The connection made. It's Graham. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Check 26, alert!
Makes it 3rd and 8.
36.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Good running for Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Bears' 41-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch twist. Mike,
Smooth.
check 59. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Game situation. Let's go.
Greystone travel.
58's the mic.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Another try for Barkley. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic. You got nothing today.
Get it.
Here's Jones. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Safe. Mike 50, Mike 50. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Get him, boy.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, Peterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ricky.
Fire.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
First and goal, Giants. That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.